Hello and welcome to Azur Lane Meta. Today we'd like to wish you a happy second anniversary for Azur Lane. And if you heard me right, I said we. Yes, this video today is a collaboration with 11 different YouTubers and myself as we come together to celebrate the second anniversary of Azur Lane. And to celebrate, these YouTubers will help you guys earn free gems, but more on that later. So now I'll let each of the YouTubers that I'll be interviewing introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Freezy, and I do guides on the games I play. Right now I mainly do guides on Azur Lane and Arknights on YouTube.
Hey, what's up guys? It's KimoCheese here, the HMS King, the 7-2 Gaming Warlord, and the Crazy Cat Lady.
Hello everyone, I'm JustByaku. My channel is full of memes and edits. You might know me for the Belfast dance meme on all my San Diego videos, and I'm here to ask some questions about my experience with our favorite game, Azur Lane. I hope everyone enjoy it.
Hey guys, I'm Ander, also known as FBI Open Up on the Azur Lane Lexington server. I make beginner-friendly Azur Lane guides and overviews on my channel, and I'm also that one dude that screamed the Watashi wa #1 song. Thanks for having me.
Hello, my name is GuardianE, and alongside my partner, Crimson Ghost, we run a gaming variety channel, including a ton of Azur Lane content. So we do a variety of pull videos, like summon videos, reactions, guides, event overviews, art reviews, character reviews, and things like that, etc., etc.
My name's JB Sprinkles, or just JB, or Sprinkles, whatever you want to do. I mostly do anime type content for games. I don't specifically focus on any one thing. A lot of people say I'll focus on Neptunia, but I've been recently doing Azur Lane videos. I really want to do more of it. I have some playthrough videos of Crosswave on my channel, and I definitely want to do more with the mobile game.
Hello there, I'm niklasso and I'm doing Azur Lane ship guides with big funny content out of it. But you probably know me more with the robot voice than with this one.
Yo, what's up homies, this is Gangsta here. I'm probably best known for my Azur Lane anime crack videos that I do. That includes many JoJo references and memes and, you know, sort of put them all in just a complete big video of memes of the anime.
Hi, my channel name is UserZ123 or Users123. Depending on whatever it is that you want to use, it doesn't really matter to me.
Hey, ZoeyCrimson here. My main focus of my channels is trying to make sure that Azur Lane remains what it needs to truly be. Fun.
Hello everybody, I'm Hawk20. Now, while I do stream Azur Lane weekly, I also create review videos of various ship girls of Azur Lane, and actually recently started covering fun fleet formation videos to give players a unique twist to their gameplay. Now, I'm also a variety game guy, so you may actually find a game that you like that I'm covering at this time, or maybe I've already covered it in the past. Nonetheless, feel free to check me out.
So thank you guys all for coming, and if you are in chat, I challenge you right now to subscribe to every single one of them. That's my challenge to you for this video. Now on to how you can win some gems. So this is going to be a little fun, so listen up. I am going to be giving away gems to 11 winners today. How you win? You need to join my Discord. My Discord is fairly simple to join. It's discord.gg/AzurLaneMeta. If that's too hard for you, there will be a link in the description. So once you're on my server, you're going to want to locate the Premier Giveaway channel. It shouldn't be too hard to locate, but that's what you're going to need to do. In there will be a bot, a giveaway bot, and you will need to react to the celebration emote to enter to win. 11 times during this premiere, I will have that bot trigger to check for winners. So you need to be checking that chat constantly during the premiere to see if you can enter a new raffle. I'll also probably be reminding you guys in the premiere chat as well. For those of you that are very perceptive, there are 11 YouTubers here. Each of the 11 raffles will be designated towards a specific YouTuber that is going to be interviewed in this video. So if you are lucky enough to be chosen in one of the 11 raffles, that specific raffles YouTuber will be your champion. What does that mean? Well, all 11 raffle winners will earn at least 200 gems. That is 200 gems for 10 dock spaces. So you guys get some extra free dock space. But if your champion does well in the little competition I have at the end of this video, then you will get enough gems to buy the new Amagi skin. So stay tuned to the end of the video to see how many gems you will win. Now moving along into the questioning, I first asked each of the YouTubers how they got started in the game Azur Lane.
Ah, boy. I started Azur Lane pretty much around the time the game was released for EN. Maybe at a day or 2 or 3. I'm not exactly sure the exact day it was released for EN, but I'm pretty sure I was roughly around that time. I was a really small creator back then, probably about 800, 900 subs, I believe. And even within that small group, a few people actually told me about the game, and I looked into it a little bit. Now, being an ex-Kantai Collection player, I was definitely curious and kind of felt a bit of nostalgia once I started reading up more on it. I did eventually give in and actually gave the game a download. Do not regret losing to nostalgia on that day.
So, I started playing Azur Lane since the start of the global release. During this time, I was exploring the whole anime gacha game genre, with my recent addiction being to Honkai Impact III. So I was trying out every single mobile anime gacha game there was, and I happened to stumble across Azur Lane. From there, I decided to try it out and found myself extremely interested when someone said that there were actually good gacha rates here.
Alright, okay, so this is simple. This is simple. I've been playing Azur Lane since the first Prince of Wales event came back in 2018. Prince of Wales was added to the build pool for a short time when I wanted to. I got a Tago, I got Vampire, but I didn't get Prince of Wales, and I was really upset, and I cried myself to sleep for weeks. No, I'm joking, JK. But really, if you want to know how I got into Azur Lane in terms of how I got introduced to it, it was partially because I knew about Kantai Collection prior. I came from the Kantai Collection community.
Yeah, I started playing the game around December 2018. That was with the Amagi Crimson Echo event. That's how I entered the game. But how I found out about the game was pretty simple. I watched Euro, he's a World of Warships YouTuber, and he used a lot of the Azur Lane characters like Cleveland and so on. Pretty much, that's why. And yeah, I watched him and I was trying to find the game, and then I found Azur Lane and started playing it and played until now.
I've been playing Azur Lane in 3 different servers, starting for Japanese for the first time when this was released. I was there for a while, but one day JustByaku announced the international server, and here I am since the beginning, currently in Aurora server. So asking this question, I've been playing Azur Lane for almost 4 years.
I've been playing Azur Lane pretty much ever since its onset. I played a little bit of Azur Lane when it was just, in the Asian servers and whatnot, but that wasn't quite as good. And once, the English server was up, that was when things really kicked off and I dove kind of headfirst in. So at least 2 years, depends on how you kind of look at it, I suppose.
So I started this game around July of 2017, I believe. That's the time when the game was originally released in China. The ship girl part is what draws me in the most, and I saw one trailer because when this game was first released in China, or at least first announced in China, there was only one trailer, and that was it. That was the only trailer that I get to see. That was the only one that I know from the gameplay, well, at least speculated what the gameplay is going to be, and that's. But I was very into ship girls before Azur Lane released, so Azur Lane just came in like naturally for me to get started with that.
I started playing the game during closed beta in early August 2018. Picked up the game because I was starting to dislike my previous gacha game and I wanted something fresh to play.
So I generally heard about Azur Lane as this ship girl based mobile game, similar to Kantai Collection, way before the global version was announced and released. And that was it, more or less. Like, that was the first time I'd heard about it, didn't really follow up on it too much. As far as when I actually started to look into it, so I'm a pretty simple man. With a lot of the games that I play, I often start playing because there is a specific character or a character design that really speaks to me, that I really like. And I can actually pinpoint the exact moment I started following Azur Lane news. I saw the official character art for St. Louis, like Eagle Union St. Louis, and instantly knew that I had to learn more about this game. So, despite our channel mascot and my first oathed ship being Atago, the very first real exposure to Azur Lane that I ever had was actually to St. Louis.
Well, what mainly got me started was the Neptunia event coming to the EN server. So about a month before that I started playing, I learned all the systems and everything with the game, how to save cubes or whatever. But I guess it wasn't enough because I somehow missed out on Noir. But after that event ended, I pretty much was only doing dailies, but as more ships were added to the game, I kind of liked it more and more, and I eventually stuck with it. Now it's pretty much a daily routine.
I tried the game for a little bit when it came out in China. I think it was late 2017. At that time, I had just quit Contact Collection, and I want to try something different. The game was a mess at that time, so I quit shortly after. Afterwards, I decided to give the game another shot when the Neptunia collab happened in January 2018. And to my surprise, the game has improved a lot. So I kept playing, and here we are.
Every commander has their own origin story. If you want to tell us what your first experience with Azur Lane was, make sure to put it down in the comments. However, there is a big leap from being a player to a content creator. So my next question is asking how each of these YouTubers made that leap to creating content for this community.
Oh, this is a good question. Okay. I was already streaming the game for a good small period of time. I think I started streaming it really like mid to late August and into early September. But I believe it was around late September that I asked my stream if they were interested in me doing like a longer project video. I had 2 video ideas that I wanted to work on, but due to time constraints, I think I only had time for really one of them. The other one just kind of got lost. So I did have my relatively small community kind of vote between the 2 videos and which one I would focus on. And then from there, I spent, I want to say at least 80 hours on that video, from pre-production to production to post-production phases. And then on November 10th, 2018, that video became Waifu Lane, the shipping ships game.
As far as why I started creating Azur Lane content, it's something I guess that's like very deep in personal, so it's interesting to get all that deep into. To try and avoid, I guess, getting too deep into it. Basically put, I was going through a really rough time in life and I just wanted to try something different, and I just randomly decided, heck of it, I'm going to be a content creator, and I don't know, people seemingly liked it and went with it. It's absolutely blows me away.
At first, I wanted to make videos for fun and to get involved with the community. Then I started finding out many ways to play the game and started to explore each and every aspect of the game and made different series for them as well.
Well, this is an easy question. So many people know it probably from my community, but I like Cleveland a lot. So I was looking up Azur Lane Cleveland guide, but I didn't see any guide to her. And I was like really disappointed, and that was the moment, how about I would do a video about her? That was like 3 months into the game, so I didn't have a lot of knowledge. I mean, that wouldn't change much to begin with right now. But yeah, so I started editing the guide, it was like 3 minutes long, it's not really, so yeah, pretty short. And yeah, I did the first guide and I enjoyed it, people enjoyed it, and that's how I started doing YouTube videos, pretty much.
So this is a very interesting thing. I guess I started making Azur Lane content at first. It wasn't really dedicated to Azur Lane because my channel also covers other mobile games as well, like just general mobile games that I find interesting. I'll cover them. Azur Lane happens to be one of the game that I came across. I did have a lot of interest to ship growth, as I said previously, but I wasn't really intending on making like more Azur Lane content. However, there were a few people that asked me after I covered the game to make more Azur Lane content. So I thought about it. Initially, I don't really know what to make for Azur Lane related content. So I thought, okay, I'll just make videos on patch log. That's the video I started making for Azur Lane. That's how I got started into making Azur Lane content initially.
What I want to be is I want to be the #1 military anime crack maker out there. Azur Lane anime was going to get released like the next week of me finding out. So what I did was that Thursday, when the first episode came out of Azur Lane, I wanted to be the first person to crack it and make a crack video on Azur Lane. I finished the first crack video, I got it out there, and it got demonetized. It got demonetized, and I thought, alright, it's another flop, oh well. But then, it was when I made the second crack video that actually it went different. Because YoStar Entertainment, the actual company that does Azur Lane, their YouTube channel, their official YouTube channel, actually shared my video in the community section. And at the time that this happened, I was down at HMS Eaglet doing officer cadet training there. And I was just looking at my phone and I could just see my subscriber count and my view count and all that just blow up essentially. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Mainly because it had an all-female cast. A lot of games on my channel have mostly or all-female casts. I really like the girls' designs. I like how they're made by different artists. I don't have as much Azur Lane videos on my channel as I'd like, but I definitely want to try that in the future, or fix that in the future. I do have a couple Crosswave videos, which they got a decent amount of views. They show like the 3D models of all the characters and stuff. Hopefully I can start doing a lot more stuff with the mobile games, maybe EX missions and stuff like that.
You know, it was a pretty logical decision. We already had a channel devoted to, at least in part, to mobile gaming content. So it was honestly a natural fit to just start including Azur Lane in there. I fell in love with the game when it came out. I've been playing it regularly, so I knew that I wanted to include it in the channel somehow, give it some representation. We weren't sure how it'd be received necessarily, but that's not traditionally our primary focus. You know, my goal has always been to try and put out content that we enjoy in the hopes that others might enjoy it alongside us. And as with all of the games we cover and all of the content we put out, it's always been centered on having a good time, you know, enjoying the game how you want to enjoy it, and fostering an inclusive community. And Azur Lane is one of those, and I'm just grateful to be a part of such a community.
I like to do number crunching when I play games, especially games that have deep mechanics, and Azur Lane just happens to have interesting game mechanics and a lot of numbers. So when the global server came out, I just started doing guides for fun. I didn't expect this game to get popular, and I certainly did not think my guides would get views on YouTube back then.
I started making Azur Lane guides when I really wanted to simplify some of those topics in Azur Lane. Like, I mean the really basic stuff like enhancing and limit breaking, because some of my friends that have never played an anime game in their entire life got super confused at the really basic stuff. So I said, hey, might as well just make some videos about that. So since there were a lot of topics that sound really foreign, especially for those that are trying out an anime gacha game for the very first time, being able to clear up some of that confusion by making some of my videos was a super big motive for me to start making them.
I was like all these editing things and memes. Before Azur Lane, there were games like Kankore or Battlefield in my channel, but one day an old friend recommended me Azur Lane to try it. After that, I always find interesting and amazing edit the assets of this game, like chibis, footage, and sometimes music videos. This game fits really well with my editing ideas and projects, and I have the idea that all these videos are helping me to learn more edit techniques and with my personal situations, and at the same time, are funny for everyone.
So we all have that favorite ship or favorite faction. Next, I'm going to ask each of the YouTubers who their favorite ship and or faction is. If you are a big fan of any of these YouTubers, go right now and comment what you think their favorite ship will be. We will see in a little bit if you were correct.
At this point, most of my followers and subscribers know my favorite ship, but I'm going to tell it again. For a time, everyone thought that my favorite ship was Belfast. This is a yes, but actually no, because Belfast is one of my favorite ships, but not the one that I love. The one that I love, of course, is San Diego, Sandy, or AA Goes Boom.
Oh, Meta, you're killing me here. I can't pick a particular faction that's my favorite. Now, it's not because I'm like a typical harem protagonist or anything. It's Just, I mean, if you look at all of my oaths, you'll see they're pretty balanced across the main factions here. Now, some of the smaller factions have characters that I'm actually starting to like a lot. So I think what I'll simply just say is this. I'll go ahead and just list off my first 5 that I have, which I believe was Repulse, Illustrious, Sandy, Yamashiro, and Cleveland. Just for the sake of getting this question here. I do want people to note that I do have I believe, 15 characters oathed, and I would honestly answer all of them here, but I'd rather not read off a list of 15 names.
This one I can't really answer in a definitive answer because I don't really have a favorite character. I have a range of characters that I like, right? You know, Enterprise, Bismarck, King George V, Prince of Wales, Jean Bart, Richelieu, Algeria, Zara, Littorio, a variety of characters.
It's a really hard question for me. Like, nation-wise, it would be probably the Germans, even though people don't believe me. Like, I hate them a little bit, but still, I like. There's one ship, it's Hipper, Anime Hipper. Like, I love the ship so goddamn much. Like, I don't know why, but I simply love it. But favorite ship, I would. Yeah, Hipper probably because of Great Sundere, but otherwise Cleveland Swiftsure, like, they are also a pretty high spot. I already see comments writing Shropshire. I want to die because of that.
As seen in my channel picture, my favorite ship is unsurprisingly Admiral Hipper because she overcomes many large hurdles in her personal life, dealing with Eugen's relentless teasing, and is overall a great role model since she teaches you to just keep on going despite any resistance that you face. So in other words, I like her just because she says, ha! So, yeah. Anyway, my favorite faction is Eagle Union because Sandy, and she is number 1, and that is the number 1 reason why.
My favorite faction is the Royal Navy, and my favorite ship is the lovely redhead, Monarch herself.
I guess my favorite faction is actually a tie between Eagle Union and Soccer Empire. I really like the U.S. ships, but I like the synergy of like the Soccer Empire, and I like Animal Girl, so a lot of the Fox girls really click with me. But my favorite ship is actually Hammond, and I saw the cursed image of her ears being fake, but you know, I'm going to choose to ignore that.
My top 3 favorite ships are Sirius, Ibuki, and Shangri-La. Don't really have a favorite faction for now.
Favorite factions are probably Eagle Union and Sakura Empire, I think, if I had to narrow it down. Those would probably be the top 2. I'm torn, but I think that's where the dust kind of settles. As far as favorite ships are concerned, gosh, that's a tough one. I'm so notoriously indecisive. There are just so many to name. Atago is obviously there. I mean, she's all the way up there, so I'll just go ahead and name her first. There's St. Louis, though, who I just mentioned, is one of the main reasons why we even started picking up the game and following the game. There's Baltimore, Taiho, South Dakota. There's, Zara. Gosh, there's so many awesome ships.
Okay, so this one is a very, 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 very hard one, because I'd usually go with my favourite warship of all time, which is Das Deutsche Schlachthof Bismarck. However, for Azur Lane, the second of the King George V class battleships, HMS Prince of Wales, because I was in the Sea Cadet Corps and I was on TS. I was attached to Unit TS Prince of Wales. Way better than that stupid Maggie. Puh.
Favorite ship or ships is very straightforward and simple for me. It's Deutschland, it's Admiral Hipper, it's Graf Zeppelin. It's also Warspite. I do really like freaking Warspite. And well, I think I also really like Valiant. Maybe I just like the Queen Elizabeth class in general, truth be told. But those are the ones I like. Favorite faction? I mean, I get called Iron Blood Princess for a reason.
So this is an anniversary video, and what would an anniversary celebration video be without a year in review? So my next question is asking all of these YouTubers, what was the strangest or coolest thing that happened to them this year in Azur Lane?
I waited for more than a year for Shangri-La to arrive on global server, and I got her on the first 10 pulls. That's probably the luckiest moment for me in this year.
Nothing really strange or cool happened to me, other than generally, pulling all the girls for an event. But one strange thing that I guess that happened this year, or I guess technically the end of last year, was somehow, Nimi got sidelined in the anime, which is actually personally annoying because she's my favorite starter. I'm not sure how she got replaced with Unicorn or why or whatever the reason behind that was, but I found it really, really strange. It didn't really make sense to me, but she kind of gets the shaft and it's kind of a meme now. But, it is what it is. I guess that's the strangest thing that's happened to me.
I think the strangest thing was during one of my live streams when I was focusing on chapter 11. It was actually... So I had not gotten far into endgame. I was not focused on it too much, but nonetheless, it was an interesting stream for sure. We were on 11.3, I believe. I think that's Sendai's map. But nonetheless, I was in the process of clearing it and then quickly going to 3-star afterwards. Hilariously enough, what I will definitely say is that during that time of working to clear 11.3, I managed to get Sendai not once, not twice, but 3 times before I actually cleared 11.3. And the strangest thing, even on top of that, is not only did I get her 3 times, I got her back to back to back. Nobody was expecting that. It was just so bizarre for all of us that day. We just kind of all well, I was there. I was just staring at my screen, just dumbfounded at the fact that RNG decided to be that way. But it was a very interesting experience for all of us, nonetheless.
There are many things related to Azur Lane that happened to me this year, but if I have to make a short rewind of this, I will start with the best one. You support. Yes, because it was an amazing year of content for Azur Lane, so I personally thank to everyone for support all these content creators. The next thing was a boom for me, and it's the Sandy out skin. Yes, all the Sandy cult and me were waiting for that skin. Actually, the out skin Sandy video was made in one night, so this reflects the passion that we have for this ship.
So those that follow my Azur Lane content probably know that I have a very, let's just say, special relationship with San Diego. She stalked me for what was essentially an entire year. Like it took me the better part of a year to get my first Belfast from Light Construction. Like that should give you some indication, like some idea of how often I was getting Sandy's left and right over and over and over again. So I vowed to keep all of those Sandys so I could create this Mimi Purge video in celebration once a retrofit dropped. So that's what we did. The retrofit did drop, and we recorded burning basically like over 25 copies of San Diego at the same time. Very, very satisfying, very cathartic for me personally. And we posted that as the Sandy Purge on our channel. So I'm very sorry. My apologies, Sandy cult out there, but it had to be done.
Well, that's pretty easy. So a couple weeks, I think months, I'm not sure, we had the Essex event, like not really Essex, but we could get Essex and Shangri-La and some submarines. So my plan was to get Shangri-La. And most people, I don't know, I hate submarines so much. And destroyers mostly as well, but I hate submarines so much. I don't like them at all. I don't enjoy them. So yeah, I was trying to get Shangri-La. I got every submarine that could drop, but I didn't get a Shangri-La. Yeah, that was funny.
Probably the coolest thing that has happened to me in Azur Lane this year was that back when my channel suddenly exploded in popularity back at the start of April, I asked for people to friend me on the Lexington server. So I really wasn't expecting a lot of people since at that time I had like less than 500-ish subs. But my friends list actually filled up in like 30 minutes. It made me feel a lot like famous, like Bruce Lee. I liked it a lot.
Strangest thing that happened to me this year was getting 10 twin 457mm prints from PR2 missions in 5 days.
We got the anime reactions that I had. We had the infamous unicorn scene where I'm yelling at her to take her clothes off. The whole marrying unicorn on live stream. The whole reason why unicorn isn't a lolly rant. The whole founding the unicorn cult or being an ambassador to the unicorn cult or freaking having a unicorn cult in my... I think a lot of unicorn stuff has happened to me this year. And of course, I infamously got my Maggie plushie as well because... reasons. Ain't that right, Maggie?
Well, I guess it's the latest event that happens prior to launch of this video. It's the Nautica. I forgot the name of the event. It's strange because it has a lot of playing and it has a lot of submarine, and it just spam those like crazy. And I was like, I wasn't prepared for that. I was pretty shocked by that. That's how much playing and submarine there are in that event. So that's one, and that's it. All right, that's the closest thing that I can think of right now.
Strangest thing that happened to me in Azur Lane this year would probably have to be when the Crimson Echoes went to rerun and first pull a Muggy drop. I had been drinking that day, so I full force threw my headset at the wall and it broke. My chat started being weird about it and was like, how much to put the headset in the fridge? Look, I don't know either. I got a weird community. So I made the joke of $20 and I'll throw it in the freezer. And someone actually donated $20 for me to throw a broken headset into my freezer. Easily the weirdest memory I have associated with Azur Lane. Not only this year, but will probably be the weirdest memory I have of this game, basically, forever.
Alright, so a reminder to anyone who's joined the premiere late, there is a gem giveaway and you still have a chance to win. You just have to join my Discord server, discord.gg/AzurLaneMeta, and look for the premiere giveaway channel, and then click the emote of the giveaway bot and you'll be entered to win. There are just a few giveaways left, and then later on we will see which champion YouTuber will give out their bonus gems. So this is my final question, and my final question to each of the YouTubers was personalized related to their channels. So they will read their individual questions for you.
Which World of Warship ship would you like to see to be added to Azur Lane the most? Well, that's a pretty simple question for me. Probably Des Moines. That's pretty much the reason why I even started playing World of Warships, and that's how I want to join the Azur Lane community. I love the ship so much, but we will never probably get it. I don't understand. Give us the ship. I had so much fun with it. Even not here, Des Moines, maybe the sister ship of Salem, but we could also get some Russian balance like Petropavlovsk, Kremlin, so on, Smolensk. But yeah, probably my favorite ship would be Des Moines to be added into the game.
What is your favorite art commission you did and why? Well, this question is pretty curious, but I will definitely choose Taige's art commission. For many reasons, it's my favorite Kankode character and also a top shitpo for me. I found this commission like a change of style and a beginning of my upcoming style. So if you are interested in my art, I invite you to check my Twitter. I post there most of my art. I want to say thank you to everyone for all this year. I'm hoping that everyone enjoyed this year too. And let's hope the best for the next year. And thank you to Azur Lane Meta for this invitation.
What meme that you created makes you laugh the most? Okay, so this one is a very broad one. I'm going to have to go with my personal favourite one. The one that always makes me laugh every single time I see it has got to be from Azur Lane Crack 2, and that is the Royal Britannia meme when the British fleet turn up in the anime.
My favorite Azur Lane meme is simple. It'd probably have to be the one where it was Akagi and Kaga fussing at Enterprise. It was like the cat meme with the cat being fussed at by the two women, but the two women is Kaga and Akagi and the cat was Enterprise. Oh, I still love that meme. Never gonna not love that meme, let me tell you right now.
In my opinion, which Azur Lane ship's character designs most creatively incorporate the real ship history? This is a pretty interesting one because it's a wide range of characters that I like. For example, Enterprise has a very cool character design, like the silver hair that she has because, she looks like a spectral because it's a great ghost. She's also very powerful because Enterprise, historically were very, very powerful. And then you also have characters that are like Jean Bart, which takes a historical character inspired character design, right? Jean Bart is more similar to Jean Bart of the French admiral in the 16th century, or is it 15th century? I forgot. It's either 15th or 16th century, and that's where it came from. So like I think that's pretty cool. Like,
how long did it take you to finish Azur Lane Crosswave? It took me about 50 or so hours. I actually got a review copy from Idea Factory. They usually give me reviews or review copies to stream. Not a lot of people had the game in English, so it was a pretty challenging time trying to figure out how to do the last parts of the achievement list. Most of it was centered around marrying all the girls so you can get their events. So that took probably the longest time. You pretty much have to grind out like the cognitive chips for them each one by one, but you can do it like 3 at a time. So that was probably the biggest challenge, but it pretty much paid off. I have a video showing all their marriage events. A lot of people like how they're different than inside the game. They have voice acting. They have models that are sprites that change their faces depending on what they're saying. So it's pretty cool. You can check it out.
Which event gacha did you have the worst luck during? Oh boy. I think that nobody has topped Baltimore yet. So I believe it's the Ashen Simulacrum where we ended up spending at least 300 cubes to get my very first copy of Baltimore. I love Baltimore. She's one of my favorite ships. I'm from Baltimore. It has a special meaning to me. So I was going to go in like as hard as it took to get my copy of Baltimore. And I did. And I took a couple of licks for it as well. But yeah, we ended up going to 300 cubes, got our first copy of Baltimore, and then ducked out of there right quick. So I don't think anything else has topped that since. And hopefully nothing else tops it in the future. I know it can be a lot worse. I mean, I've seen a lot worse. I know RNG is a cruel, cruel diva, and so you never know when she's going to rear her head against you, and you end up spending 500, 600 cubes for your target ship. So hasn't happened to us yet. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it won't happen. But RNG does what RNG wants to do.
Which Meowfister do you find the cutest? Personally, I think Lime's the cutest one because she's standing on a pie and there's vines growing out of it for whatever reason that is.
So for this question, you asked me, what is the Kiwi cult? Instead of me answering it, I asked Mother Kiwi, who is the signified and generally accepted owner of the Kiwi cult, who is also a moderator on my Discord server. This is what she had to say. The Kiwi cult on Ander's server is one that intends to take over the world. We shall charge forth with our 120 Montpeliers and make people feel violently appreciated, because war for we Kiwis is not the answer. It all started when Mother Kiwi, one of the mods in the server, called herself a mom because she felt like that one annoying parent that shoves life advice down your throat, except it's Azur Lane advice. Her first child had then appeared, and the cult quickly grew as 20 plus people altered their names and or profile pictures to honor the mighty Kiwi overnight. We then harassed Ander to give us a cult, and he obliged immediately. We are the Kiwingdom, and thou shalt bow to us at once as we spam Monty emojis. Monty is also Kiwi because Monty best girl and Kiwi's best fruit. So as a too long didn't read, she said, we're a bunch of Kiwi spamming dorks that put Kiwi in our names and spread the trend like a virus until Ander gave us a cult. No, it will not die, and no, it's not a mommy fetish. That's all she had to say.
What was the length of your longest live stream and what was it about? This is not even Azur Lane related, but it's okay. My longest live stream I ever did was quite a while ago. Probably during my, I want to say, first 4 months of streaming and doing stuff for YouTube. I made a promise to my chat back then if I made it to 200 subs that very day, I would stream the same game the next day for 8 hours. Now, granted, I was close to that milestone already, but I wasn't that close. Nonetheless, it happened. So I ended up streaming Mega Dimension Neptunia V2 for 8 hours on a Saturday. It was a long stream, but it was definitely a blast for everyone that was involved back then. I can definitely say that was when I realized that I wasn't a big fan of streaming for very long sessions at one time.
How many hours do you spend in a week playing Azur Lane? About 7 to 9 hours. Usually I play an hour each day during weekdays, and a bit more during weekends or events.
So that's all the questions I have for them today. But before we get into the little contest that will determine who gets extra gems today, I'm going to see if I can fit any more YouTubers into this video. No, I'm serious. Azur Lane's global server may be in English, but there are many commanders across the world that speak different languages. I have 2 additional YouTubers whose channel's primary language is not English. So they wanted to come here and wish all of you a happy 2nd anniversary as well.
Hi, what's up? Azur Lane Meta Squad. I'm Space, Spanish content creator of Azur Lane and other big games. First of all, thanks to Azur Lane Meta for inviting me and Joestar for staying in touch with the community. From day one, I want to wish you all a happy 2nd anniversary. Like all the content creator from this video, we need all your support. We're nothing without you. I mean, we need you, we need your comments, we need your likes, we need to feel your support. And I can tell you something, we are doing our best in every single video. Funny video, information video, interesting video, I don't know. But again, have a happy 2nd anniversary. And please, let me tell something to the Spanish audience. ¿Qué pasa, chicos? Muy buenas, aquí Space. Simplemente lo mismo, desearos feliz aniversario en castellano. Darle las gracias a Azur Lane Meta, darle un buen like, apoyarle en los comentarios para que vean la comunidad española, también estamos ahí. Y sobre todo, ya digo, se agradece un montón este tipo de cosas que hace la comunidad. Así que nada, apoyarlo mucho el vídeo, tío, y nos vemos en el 2º aniversario. Pasarlo bien, disfrutar, que es un juego y de eso se trata. Chao.
Olá, jogadores de Azur Lane. Aqui é o canal Azur Lane Brasil falando. E gostaríamos de desejar feliz 2º aniversário. É só jogar.
Thank you guys. And if any of you viewers also speak their language, I urge you to go check them out as well. So, time to wrap up the gem giveaway. All 11 winners will be getting at least 200 gems, so don't worry about that. But 2 more people will be getting 1,000 gems instead of 200 gems. That's enough to buy an Amagi swimsuit skin. So the contest is fairly simple. I asked each of the YouTubers to provide a screenshot of their doc that contains the faction leaders. So as this is an endgame meta channel, we're going to be competing to see who had the highest total combined level of those 7 ships. Whoever's champion ends up winning will get 1,000 gems. So now is the time to cheer on your champions and favorite YouTuber in the comments so you can see all of their ships here. Drumroll, the winner of the 2nd anniversary contest is Ander? Well, when I was looking over his doc, there was something fishy, so I think he's gonna be disqualified. So without Ander's 1,000 level ship, the actual winner of the Azur Lane 2nd anniversary YouTube celebration contest is KimoCheese. So congratulations to the raffle winner who had KimoCheese as their champion. You will be receiving 1,000 gems. But we are also going to be giving out 1,000 gems to another raffle winner. While this channel might be about meta and endgame content, many commanders play casually. So the 1,000 gems are going to go to the champion that is the biggest Omega casual. How we're going to determine that is the lowest combined level of those same ships. So the biggest loser YouTuber, sorry about that, is OC Gangsta. So the raffle winner who had OC Gangsta as your champion, he has done well for you because you now get 1,000 gems as well. So the champions for OC Gangster and KimoCheese will get 1,000 gems. Everyone else that won will get 200 gems, and I will contact you via Discord very shortly. If you did not win any gems today, that's okay. I have another video on my channel that explains the steps you need to take to guarantee yourself 200 gems. That is valid until August 23rd, so if you haven't done it already, definitely go do that. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun in making it, and so I hope you guys had fun too. Have a great second anniversary. Super excited for this third year of Azur Lane. Take care.